I'm here with Mr. Che
係
and Cindy. She's gonna help translate. This is my Chinese elm that I got from a man named Mr. Kim in Phelan or Phelan. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I don't know what to do with it. But it's something I have, and I want to see what Mr. Che can help me with. First, apparently I didn't pot it straight, so he angled it so it's a straight trunk.
嗱，你話俾你聽咧，我哋咧就多數下邊啲唔要啦。你喺個地下種同埋佢有冇管理？如果冇管理咧，佢嗰個樹就咁樣。
So what do I do? Because I planted it based on the roots. I didn't know how to make it straight because the roots would have stuck out.
可以剪佢入去，剪佢入嚟呢度咯，唔怕。
Like trim off the root?
如果有一條根高啲嘅，你可以上面條唔要。
Yeah, if there's multiple roots and like maybe one is in the way where you feel like, oh, I have to plant it a certain way, you can actually cut it.
Can I change it today or not? No.
而家唔好剪佢，而家唔好嚟嘅啫。
Right now, just let it grow.
我攞棵俾你睇啊！嗱，我哋啲樹咧一定要咁樣嘅。
He's gonna go grab another tree as an example.
Okay.
我哋樹一定要剪到佢咧，嗰個 balance 先得㗎。要 cut 到佢嗰啲根咧，嗰啲根要 cut 到佢咁短㗎。
Chinese elms are usually straight, right?
呢棵係高樹啦，冇辦法啦。如果你唔係殺到好矮，你要好耐啊。
If you cut it too short, it's gonna take a long time for it to
Regrow.
Yeah.
So for something like this, because it was just planted in the ground and
Left alone.
left alone and not cared
Yeah.
for, in its current condition, there's just a few options.
嗱，所以佢咧全部呢邊冇晒枝啊嘛。如果你有嘢去剪咗啦。
So and then part of it too is that when it was left in the ground, there was other branches, but those were all cut off.
Yeah, this thing was neglected in the desert.
嗱，而家咧你問佢想要點樣整？如果你唔敢斬低佢。
What are your thoughts on how you want to cut this?
I know I need to clean this up because it's ugly. Like this is weird. I don't know. Maybe the tree should be this tall.
Yeah， 你要嗰度都得。
You can keep it at that height.
我認為嗱，你棵樹咧咁樣直噶嘛，如果呢個枝向呢邊就唔靚，就要翻呢個做塔，呢個做頂。
Should keep that one as the top.
Okay.
呢個做塔，我攞到呢度。
你用邊個係前邊？
呢個做前面。
你轉俾佢睇前邊。
Yeah.
This is where?
前邊喺邊度？
Here.
Let me take this back. Oh.
Yeah.
So that would be the front of the
你
tree.
睇睇先。
So if you're looking at the front of the tree.
Oh, okay.
呢邊唔靚啊！呢邊。
That side doesn't look very
cut.
nice.
cut.
So you
Yeah.
can cut that.
幫你留意住。
Can I cut it now?
Yeah. 你先嗱，我哋改樹咧多數由下邊開始。
Start from the bottom, like the way you learned it.
Oh.
You start from the bottom.
嗱，呢枝咧就呢兩枝都唔靚噶啦，我哋葉得太低，呢個樹只有係高樹。
It's a tall tree, so the two branches on the bottom is kind of useless.
Okay.
呢個太低咧，睇落你可以先留都得，但係唔靚啊。
You can keep it, but it's not
pretty.
pretty.
Yeah， 你可以 cut 到呢兩枝先。
So cut those first.
Yeah, you can cut those first.
得唔得？唔得，我有筆錢。我有筆錢大錢。Yeah。
I don't have big.
呢個都唔要。呢個乾嘅唔要。dry，呢個乾嘅，呢個乾嘅唔要。
So the dry ones you also want to cut off too.
Dead.
好啦嗱，
Yeah.
你呢支就肯定唔要噶啦，等佢向翻呢邊，yeah cut yeah。
Oh, this is a good tool.
Do you want to use his?
Yeah。
He has a big one.
嗱，我哋清咗支先。
So you clean off the dead
嗱
part.
He's gonna show us how to cut.
No.
It's
我跌晒俾你
kind of
睇。
like planning, right? So like you wanted to plan how you want it to grow.
第日點樣長？嗱，第日要咁樣長向呢邊。
So he wants,
Go
it
back
to
here.
grow another branch out on that side. So then you would
Yeah, hang
have
here.
a branch going
呢支第日要咁長，
to the left.
要 here，
Oh.
要扭，拎它，
When-
new branch，
so-
又
When
向嗰
it
邊。
generates a new branch, and then when as it kind of continues to grow, you want that
咁
branch.
你就要 cut 到呢度。嗱，我呢個 hand 呢度，你 cut 到呢度，
Cut.
Okay.
你要
Or
cut
你
呢度，
話俾佢聽邊度？
呢度，
To cut
So
there.
right about
yeah，
So it
第日
tops
向呢
here.
邊。I cut here first。
Okay.
right. So
第日咧你要咁長，
so he wants it so that when it grows back,
One day. Okay. Cut
it's you
No.
want it to train
Take
it and
'em, yeah.
grow it that way.
that way. Okay.
要扭。呢支咧就上邊唔要，呢支塔，呢支唔要，呢支塔，yeah，yeah。第日一樣係咁樣，呢支要向下啦，
So this one,
要
it's
單。
you want it to grow down,
呢啲
downwards.
唔好剪，
Oh, oh,
don't
don't
cut
cut
it
that.
down.
單。
Okay.
第日要 keep it down，
Oh, I'm bringing this one down.
Yeah.
down。
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, same bend.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. But let it
Yeah,
grow.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
等佢壯啲，跟住
撞你輕輕要拉過啲唔得
you have to
啲
pull
細，
it a little
即係
bit.
向呢邊。佢為咗喺度平衡啊嘛，為咗喺度 balance 平衡咧，你一定要呢度要向後，你輕輕咁樣啦
You have to pull it back a little
，back
bit.
little bit，即係呢度日單。
So like pull it and tie it
Yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No wire.
Wire 有啲人中意，但係其實就唔靚。
You can use it, but it's
Oh.
like it's more. It's easier if you just tie.
但係你睇咧就睇唔到嗰啲 wire 嗰啲印，
So if you use a wire,
睇唔到睇住嗰個 skin。
it's faster, but over time, you might see the
Scar.
Yeah, the skin.
Yeah. Okay. So tie it.
Yeah. Because even if that string breaks, you can always retie it again.
嗱，好似呢啲乾嘅先清咗先，呢啲 dead 嗰啲咧，clean 到嗰啲 dead 嗰啲
Take
先。
off all the dead branches.
How does he know it's dead? Is the color?
你知道你
你一睇就知啦，你呢 everything you see, you
should be able
understand
to
啦
tell that
The
it's
color?
？Yeah，嗱呢啲係乾啦，
dead. That's a dry one.
Yep.
Like,
嗱一睇就知啦，呢啲係乾啦。你先清咗乾嘅先得嘅，容易睇啊。
so if you clean out all the dead branches,
Yeah.
dried out branches, it's easier for you
To
to
see.
see.
Yeah，
Is this dead?
Yeah.
嗱有陣時咧，如果佢呢啲後邊有一出就最好啦。
If there is
佢有陣時咧後邊呢啲你剪咗之後，或者有一出咧，咪用再改一改佢。
so if there is a way for the
即係唔
branch
好
to
平衡
regenerate in the back,
Mm-hmm.
let it grow. and
又
let it,
唔好俾佢平衡啦，唔好俾佢 balance，即係咁樣。
let it grow out.
Can I ask? Does it start with as a leaf and then?
佢話呢有新芽長出嚟嘅。
係好似咁樣標出嚟
係
啦。
啦
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like kind of
Yeah.
like this. Like
Okay.
a little cluster like this.
Okay.
咁呢支咧，我剪咗入嚟呢度，剪咗
你使唔使剪一剪？好似如果話你後邊嗰啲咧，使唔使剪一剪等佢
落唔使
長返出
嘅，
嚟？
佢剪你唔使嘅，剪咧佢自己會爆出嚟。
即係你係咪要剪少
落
少？
唔使嘅，佢自己會出㗎啦。
So if 係會自己出嘛？
因為自己會出嘅。
It'll grow out by
Also,
itself.
Okay, it'll grow out by itself.
Yeah.
So just let it grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do
我
I?
清埋啲乾嘅先。
So he's gonna cut the rest of the dry one.
Okay.
Yeah. 呢支唔叻，乾。
I'm afraid I might cut a real life thing. Is it better to get a big cutter?
係咪壞個大個？
大啲嘅好啲啦。
Bigger? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one of those.
你嘥好多錢㗎，種呢樣。
Wasted money on the little guy. This isn't very sharp.
先，整呢度先。嗱咁我呢度咧嗱先，第日咧呢度又一樣係呢度，點解咧喺度響咗前？如果度有咧 ，maybe 呢度嘅話咧 ，maybe 呢度有一出嚟，我呢支最好。
So if it grows back,
maybe 呢度又要就要支，就唔要支。而家暫時有嘅先。
you're gonna keep that for now. But if it regenerates in the back, you want the one that's in the back.
Okay.
keep 啲唔得就得㗎啦。其實呢個唔要咯，冇問題啦。
You can
要啦，有佢第日呢度咁褪翻過嚟啦。
Wait
掹
for
佢
it.
過嚟，係咪？
Yeah.
This?
使唔使剪到佢？
剪落去，剪喺度 cut 咗佢先。
So this one you would cut part of it.
Yeah,
so that
呢
you
度
can
嗱，你
pull
cut 咗
that
呢度
branch,
呢
you
度
know,
咁
to
樣
the side.
Okay.
愛翻個牙呢度。
And pull
但
it.
係唔好
When
呢
it
度，
gets
但係
bigger.
撩人，
And then when it grows back,
即係撩 baby。
Oh, okay.
then you want it to
Yeah, the
have
new
it on
baby.
that side.
Keep the baby.
Yeah.
Right.
What do I do about these ugly scars?
呢
你
啲
嗰啲唔要㗎啦，呢啲冇問題。
You
呢
gotta
啲唔
You
係
just cut it.
Okay.
而家有嘅先，如果撞啱，等佢再出到睇點樣，再有陣時唔啱嗰啲咧，就整到去 balance 啲，即係唔好等佢好似 straight 咁咯，即係唔好等佢嗰啲叫擔杆枝，即係好似呢條枝同呢條枝好似 straight 咁。
Yeah, so you want the branches to kind of offset each other and not a balance where they're right next to each other,
Okay.
right? So it kind of staggered. So you want that staggering effect. And
So
then
one here, one there, and
Yeah, so
maybe
like
one
it's
up
just
here.
up and down, right?
即係
And then
再用佢咯。
if any of those openings, have any growth and generate branches, you can kind of take a look at that and see what to keep and what not to get that staggering effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
咁
they're
而家咧，
not all
我
level. They're not all like the two branches all the
最
same.
最好就
same,
係
same,
全部都
right?
唔要，就要翻呢支 OK 噶啦。
So
呢啲唔要啦，要就唔靚噶啦，好似
yeah, the rest of it you can
Need
kind of
Hannah.
get rid of.
Yeah, that looks weird.
And you can just keep
同埋呢度
the
都
one in
唔
the back
全
too.
部個
You
back 都唔
want to
要
get
噶
rid
啦。
of, and then just keep that one on the side. That
Okay.
branch on the right side.
You OK？
Yep. Make it.
如果你啲樹靚，一定要係咁啊，冇辦法。而家啲樹咧點樣種，20年都一樣，都係唔靚。
It'll
Yeah.
never be pretty with it.
Yeah.
你種20年一樣冇人要啊。
Nobody will want it.
No, yeah, you.
Obviously, I bought the ugly tree.
冇人要啊啲樹。
Does he ever think a tree is hopeless?
你有冇試過望一棵樹，即係覺得好似冇得救喎，即係好似唔要。
冇話冇得救嘅，你用時間啫嘛。你剪咗好似一個 straight 咁，我都可以種得出嚟㗎。
There's no
好似
such
chopstick
thing-
一樣種得
there's
出
no
嚟㗎
such。thing as it, being hopeless, right? It's everything is just time.
Yeah.
用太啫嘛。
If you put enough time into it, you can make it into
你即係我哋講，你放 10 year 落去，同埋你種一棵樹，種10年，我種嗰棵10年，我可以個價值高幾多？即係你種10年100蚊，我種呢棵樹10年1000蚊，咁你種唔種嗰棵100蚊嘅？
So it's kind of like an investment, right? So you look at it as, do I want to spend 10 years to make one tree that, doesn't have as much potential and, put that into it versus, a better tree?
That has
Putting
more
that-
potential.
Yeah, and putting that 10 years into it.
So it's what you're willing to put effort into
Right.
or invest into, I guess.
Yeah, but it's not hopeless. It's everything can be fixed with time.
即係我哋講話咧，你付出嗰啲時間整出嚟有冇用？即係你有冇個效果有冇用？即係咩意思咧？
If it's useful to put the time in.
Yeah, that's for you to determine. Right?
Yeah.
cut off 嘅，
Okay.
我哋鋸都得，不剪。最難搞呢啲啦。呢個棍。
Those are all the dry things.
Yes.
It looks different now.
It's a stick.
It's
所以
a
咧，你
stick.
買啲樹咧就最唔好噶啦。點解咧？你花嘅時間仲耐，
It takes longer when you
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
a bad tree.
你仲要花好多時間去搞嘅我哋嘅。如果你買棵嗰啲直情一條直棍翻嚟，仲容易搞。
Sometimes it's easier
Yeah,
to just get
only
one
one
that
straight
is just like
仲容易。
one trunk.
就係咁樣一條棍咁
Like
用
almost
嘅
like a，stick.
It's
仲 easy。
It's better to
one
buy
straight。
buy a tree just like this, right?
Yeah, that's easy.
Easier.
Same same more bench is perfect.
Yeah.
And then you can plant it, you know, at whatever slant that you want it to, so you can dictate how you know you want it to grow, where you want it to
呢啲
grow.
係最難，佢全部嗰啲刀口啊，我哋叫ladder cut 啊。
And then so this one is
Damage.
harder because it has
Yeah.
so many cuts already. There's
Yeah.
like a lot of scars and cuts that's already made to
好多刀口，我哋叫傷口。
Is it easier to learn on a bad? Is it better to learn? Is there value in learning on a bad tree?
咩樹都唔緊要，一條棍都唔緊要，你可以有辦法種落去噶啦。如果你即係學嗰種方法，點都得。
如果係譬如係當係學，即係
學咧最好買一條棍翻嚟。
It's better to learn on something that's more like a stick.
Okay.
Yes, take it easy。
不過如果你係好似買棵好似呢啲咁嘅樹，唔係咁好啲樹，你都學得到？
學唔到嘅。
點解？
嗱，佢唯一已經嗰啲基礎搞亂晒，除非嗰啲樹好似我哋識睇嘅咧，我翻嚟改良下 OK。即係你一定要有經驗先得。
So on a bad tree, like it's best for someone who has experience to be able to fix it, and even though like they would still have to kind of like evaluate if it's worth, you know, making that
嗱，
fix.
呢啲唔靚啦嘛。
But learning on a bad tree
Yeah.
might not be the best thing because the foundation of that tree is already changed, you know, by all the different cuttings that's already gone through, right? So you're not able to look at it and try to train it, you know, in the way that you know that you're learning and trying to like maybe copy like another one. So this one you're dictated by what is left.
You just work with what you got.
Right.
It might not be good.
Right.
最好買條直嘅都唔緊要。
I mean, you're learning, but then you're also fixing a lot of things too, which it would be easier if you just had something that is more
你可以
like a
容
straight
易啊嘛，
stick where you have a little bit more control over.
你可以容易知道佢點樣。如果你唔係好難㗎。剪得啦就。我啲剪得耐。
My stick.
咁而家就係啊，即係所以你啲樹好難搞嘅，但係就要翻個頂，呢個唔要。第日咧，即係嗰啲枝咧，即係咁樣，即係第日呢度佢哋肯定有出㗎。
There's gonna be growth.
就yeah more here，
That's
Okay.
gonna come out of that.
呢支 OK，
So that branch right
Yeah,
there
okay.
that he's touching,
Mhm.
that one's okay.
而
if
好似
you
乾
wanna
咗
keep
添
that,
啊，dry 啊，
but it might
呢
be
個乾
dry.
添啊，
So
呢個 dry，佢個頂一定有一出㗎。
So there will be more that's going to come out from the top.
So when you cut more, you
呢度 OK，
okay,
喂啦 OK，呢個唔要。
okay.
So you
呢
want
點解
that,
咧？嗱，如果你向翻呢邊咧唔靚啦，即係向翻呢邊一定要向嗰邊。
you want to
落
go
呢
that
OK，
way.
Oh,
佢一剪矮佢等佢出啦。
So you can cut it short and let it grow, and then
呢
you
個唔
can,
要，
you can pull it.
okay,
唔使鋪噶，剪咗佢等佢再長就 cut 呢度。
okay.
So
咁第日咧，即係話第日咧要咁長啊嘛，我哋叫力太佢度有牙咧，
So
呢度有啊嘛，
when it comes
呢
back,
度有。
you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
have it right there where he's
One more，
putting it.
到時你攞呢度乜嘢都唔使理佢啦，
So
佢啲會有一出嘅。
Okay.
there will be growth. You just have to kind of wait for it to grow
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
係咪等佢即係等佢自己飆翻出嚟？
再標芽再
跟住
調。
再 and then
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let it kind of all like grow out.
Yeah.
And then once you see all the growth come out, you
嗱，
can
我俾你
then
睇下，我有啲樹就咁樣。
determine what to keep and what to cut, so
Okay.
that you can grow those branches stronger and bigger, the ones that you want to keep.
It really is a stick. But it looks better.
即係好似呢啲咁樣咧 ，straight 嗰啲咧，
So for
嗱呢
example,
啲 straight 咪容易咯，係咪？嗱呢啲 straight 容易啦嘛，係咪？
for
係
example,
咪？
like a
嗱，我
stick,
得tie 佢咪落去咯，係咪？
So he tied the branches
要 tie
down.
the bench down。
But he picked the branches because
我
yeah,
我
you
知
pick the branches that you wanted to keep.
嗱，佢原來 everything 個身有一出噶嘛。
There's branches everywhere. He
Yeah，
kept the
你
branches that
check
he
佢
wanted.
邊條咁樣 balance 啦嗱，好似呢啲咁樣我哋可以剪噶啦嗱，即係我哋種啲樹係咁樣嗱，呢啲剪
what's he doing?
He's
Now, you look at-
cutting it so then
嗱，我哋 cut 佢咁樣
then
咧，
it will
Nah.
grow more branches.
Oh, where he
So-
wants it to.
Yeah.
咁咪等佢再出第二次。
Because when you cut it, it's going to grow back and it's
Yeah,
going to
come
create
again.
that cluster. Because right now it's just a stick, so you have to keep cutting it down for it to have more regrowth, for it to
嗱，呢
form
啲咁樣，
the cluster of branches, the smaller branches.
So he already imagines, he already knows what it's going to look like years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
嗱而家即係咁剪啦，嗱我哋第日係咁剪啦，嗱呢啲唔要呢啲清咗佢，
Yeah, so like the growth that comes out that you're like, I don't want this, you just get rid of it. But the ones that you want to keep, you continue to grow it to make the branches stronger, and then you kind of just cut it down so then more branches will regenerate, and then those get stronger and bigger, and you just keep getting rid of the parts that you don't want and let the parts that you do want to keep growing and getting stronger.
嗱我哋咪出嚟啦嗱，你一定要咁樣先得噶啦。嗱，呢個 head 嗰啲未夠粗，即係未夠粗，等佢長粗啲。
It's not the trunk, that branch is not thick enough yet, so he left that alone so that it has more time for it to get bigger.
Okay.
係咪嗱？咁呢棵樹咪出嚟咯？你 stick 嗰啲好啊，嗱你呢啲樹咧就最難㗎啦。
So you see how it
It's
staggers,
easy.
right? It's
Yeah.
not, the branches are not right next to each other. It staggers, so kind of
Yeah.
has that.
呢啲叫直身
Oh,
樹，
because these are bark.
因為
these
最
are-
唔好呢個啦。
Yeah, yeah.
佢要咁樣左右左啊嘛
Yeah.
，Y and left 就要咁樣 balance。
So you have to have that stagger.
Did he create it from a cutting or a seed?
呢個係
係用根種
like from the root. He cut it from.
Oh.
It's grown from
The
the
wood.
root.
嗰啲 wood 咧，用嗰啲根種咧，嗰啲根係咁樣去嘅。
So 你係咪剪
佢啲
咗條
根
根出嚟？
啲根佢長出嚟啊嘛，佢四邊長噶嘛。 嗱，好似啲咁嗱，我剪完之後咧，第一刀即係 first， 即係等於個第一次，即係嗱第一次、第二次咁一路 cut 佢先至 balance 出嚟啦。
不過你話響啲根種出嚟，
係
咁你係咪剪到條根
多出嚟嗰啲根
多
就
咗出嚟，跟
咁咪
住種
再
翻落去
插咯。
It's from the root of the tree.
Before
So
the ground
Mm-hmm.
a
along
bigger
the
tree has a
cut
long
the stem。
root. So after he was done with the cutting, he took that root and he planted it, and then
Yeah.
they created this
Good tree.
tree.
Oh, okay. How old is it?
呢個大概幾
大約都係幾年啫嘛，5 years。
5 years,
Yeah，
How old do you?
呢個可能佢有10幾年㗎啦。
like over 10 years at least.
Yeah，maybe
Yeah,
10 years、30 years。
But it's all broken
yeah.
or
Yeah.
or damaged.
所以嗱，你睇我哋種係咁樣種啊嘛。